switches, hey.
51, Mike, 51.
You. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike.
Hey, kill. 47.
51. 51. Yeah. You don't want none.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 24.
We're going to 54. Right here. Under. Go. Get out there.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, kill. Run.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Prescott to throw it. Going to take a shot for Gallup. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 65 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ten 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lindsay. And he's got a first down and then some down to the 41-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Lindsey. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Check, 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 check. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ready. Lock it in. 54. Hey, check, check.
No, no, no.
On 3rd down, it's Lindsey. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. A give running right, Lindsey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman taking it in as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Hey, watch the slant. Mark 22, Mark 22. Go.
Prescott on 1st down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
We're going to 54. Right here.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the... Football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Broncos have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
There we go, kill.
Like 22 is coming to his end. You must be dreaming. Like 22. Target.
Prescott from the gun. And that's Elliott, complete. A good pickup there at 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Switch it, hey. There we go.
Like 22 is
Under.
Hey, let's get in that hole.
Him back 5.
Yo. Slam.
Go. Get out there.
Be ready.
Here we go, 40 seconds.
Like 22's coming, Mike.
Heavy.
Heavy on the edges.
Here we go, 47.
Mike 22. Time to go, night. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming, Mike. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
2nd down, Prescott. A battle for it, and It's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Intended that time for Cooper.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, their last two drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
Gun.
Now on 2nd and 13. Flacco. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. Taken from just outside the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Gun. Switch it, hey.
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here we go, 46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 33 and a 1st. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
All day, every day.
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, It almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here we go. Watch tight end, watch tight end.
Kill. 27, 26.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. There he goes right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll run. It's Lindsey. Well, now Lindsey lost the football. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Watch out.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey. 68 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now it's Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Wide, get wide.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give, right side. Lindsey. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, Elliott. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
2 yards on the play. Brings up.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch twits.
Elliott. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Watch 22, watch 22.
Go, get out there.
22's coming, Mike. Hey, tight down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brought down by Bryce Callahan. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Gun.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Out. Check it back.
We're going to 52. Switch it, hey.
Switch it, Ken. Switch it.
Now Elliott. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Arnie. Off. 43 is the Mike, boy. 43. Check. 43.
26.
Throwing. Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Walker. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, we got four. We got four now. Four now. Let's go, Steve.
Hey, 47.
We got to step it up. Mike 22, Mike 22. And come on out here. Son. Come get some. Come on.
Under.
He don't want it.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
There we go. Kill.
Ricky. High seven. 22.
26.
Now Prescott. Completes it to Austin. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain. Still a ways to go, though. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Forbath is sent it away now following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Another run by Lindsey. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Check 43. Switch.
Red.
Hey, we gonna Mike the 48 right now. Let's go.
General West.
Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike.
Check Mike.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
First down, Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is all the way up past the 25. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Hey, Delta.
48. We don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Pick me up. Here we go. Check.
Gun.
Check. 48's the mic. Got you.
Flacco from the gun. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. With things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Hey, wahoo!
65. 65.
Gun.
48 the mic.
Let's say it.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
First down at the 15-yard line.
Check. 48's the mic. Check. 48.
Gun.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Whoa, Flacco's going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Red. Hey, Team 6. Gun.
Right, 48. Danny.
They go pass again with Flacco. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Brought down right around the 37. And now here comes their final time, 1st and 10.
Mike 22, he's coming, 22.
Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Cooper was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.